my Sunday. I've got laundry done and the sun is shining. Such an amazing, wonderful day, and I am home alone and I am enjoying my alone time. But these hot dogs definitely 100% fooled me. You know, in the Philippines, okay, a lot of Filipinos who grew up in the Philippines will know about tender, juicy hot dog. It's a very popular type of sausage. Okay, it's red in color, which is very weird. Hi, Nitish, how are you today? Look, it's red in color, okay, but we have a brand in Philippines. Hey, Say La Vie. There's a brand that is actually, the brand is Tender Juicy. Oh, is it? Yes, I think so. But they make fake ones, and I got fooled by the fake ones. Because it just, as soon as I saw Tender Juicy, I was like, ah, Tender Juicy, they don't normally sell them here. Like, you don't get them in this country. Okay? So, and I saw them online. I'm like, wow, they finally managed to make it available here. And I was so excited. I bought some. Hey, the unexpected John. And you know what happened? I realized after, well, from tasting it as well, that it tastes different. The brand is there. So it's a different brand. It's just saying that it is tender and juicy. So it actually fooled me. I bought 2 packets of it. So annoying. But I'm pretty sure I can do something with that. Hey Sagar Gupta. Hi Leshi. Hi Tins, I finally made it to a live stream. What have you been doing, Sailavi? Why haven't you been able to make it to the live stream? How have you been anyway? How are you doing, Tins? Hi Nitish. Are you still thinking about, like, maybe you're still thinking about, oh, I have to gift her every time you go on live. Is that how you're feeling? Don't think about that. Wait, I had something for you. I don't remember what it was. Like, I thought about it. I'm like, I better tell Sailavi this. I bloody hell, why did I completely forgot about it? I completely forgot what it is. I will, if I remember, I will tell you. All Latins from Tenerife. Hey, Unexpected John, how's everything in Tenerife? Is the weather good? Hi, Leshi. How are you today? Hi, Latins. How are you? Love to see you again. Welcome back, Sagar Gupta. How are you? Hey, Guy. What are you up to? What is that? It's like a type of sausage, Sagar Gupta. It's like a popular sausage in the Philippines. We will eat it for like breakfast. It's like a common breakfast food. You eat it with rice, in the morning, or like with rice and egg. Or actually, if you're feeling lazy, you can cook it for lunch. Like we will eat it for lunch or like dinner. Hey, Nasty Cat, welcome back. How are you today? Been too long. Where have you been, Nasty Cat? Huh? What have you been doing, Nasty Cat? It's not that. Oh, okay, good. I hope that you just, I hope that you just completely forget about that. There was something that I was thinking about that I'm like, this should definitely put that out of your mind, you know. I'm poor but not, oh my gosh, say la vie. No, I don't want you to think that. I just want, there's something that I wanted you to know about it. Mm, I mean, I guess. Oh, right. I remember now. I remember now, Silavi. You know what you can do instead of gifting and stuff? You can just bloody click on the videos. There you go. That's all that's enough. Like, click on the bloody video so that I get my ads. Just watch the ads. There you go. Isn't it? That's so much better. I think that's a so much better way. I've been to Costa Adeje, went to Santa Cruz today. Yesterday I saw the History Music Show, which was amazing. What is historical about their music show? Dining out in local bars and restaurants. Because there's specific musical instruments that you can find in some countries that you cannot find normally, Like, historically, some musical instruments play a part, in some countries. And it's very interesting, like you probably won't see them anywhere else. Um, like sitar, for India, I guess. I think I don't even remember the other ones, but I remember seeing one in Australia. There's one in Australia, for the Aboriginal people. Where else? I don't remember much, but you know what I mean. Being per America is actually quite common now. Hola, Linda Princesa. Hi, Jander Ferreira. How are you today? Bye, Tins. Bye, Nitish. Siyempre, Linda y Maravillosa. Hi, Jander Ferreira. Hi, Ishmael Ismu. How are you today? Being per listening to... Oh my gosh, Sagar Gupta. I think, I think you will have different fluctuations, um, in in finances. I think so. I think not all of your life will be like you feel like you're suffering. There will be times when you feel like, what, I feel I've elevated at the moment. And then there will be times when you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so super poor right now. I'm on negative. I think so. I just really think so. Like, you're all one, like, you're all your entire life. Maybe, when you're younger, there probably be times when you feel a bit more um, privileged, or like, like not so poor anyway. And then it will fluctuate. That's what I think. That's my theory. I think everyone will have that. I think so. Even the people who would think are like doing so much better than us, even if they're so used to something, there might be times when they feel like, oh my gosh, I'm in deep trouble, and the things that maybe they're a bit more luxurious, but still they're not used to that, they're not used to not being luxurious, so they still feel like they're suffering anyway. um Hey, Cookie Monster, how are you today? Catch you in other live stream. Bye, Nitish. I click on every single thing you uploaded always. Oh, thank you, Selavi. See, that's enough. That's enough, Selavi. If you click on it, watch the ad, whatever, then that's already like that. You've already probably given me so many pounds from the ads. Hi, gorgeous. Hey, Cookie Monster. How are you today? Bye, Princess. Thank you. You're welcome, Jander Ferreira. Managed to squeeze in a lot in just 4 days of my 9 days trip. What did you do? There's no admin in here now. I can say any crazy thing. Say la vie. You don't really say crazy things. And also, don't be scared of the admins. You know, you can be admin if you want. Do you want to be admin? I don't that you hate it though. I know that you hate being admin. Today you uploaded the photo of post section is exquisite. You're looking gorgeous. Thank you so much, Sagar Gupta, for appreciating the photo. Bryce, tell her some corny jokes. Who's Bryce? Hey, Foxy lady, how might you be today? Hi, Chad. Good morning. No, good afternoon. How are you today? Hey, Sanu Deb. No, good morning to you. Wait, what time is it in America? Yes, afternoon. It's like probably between 1 p.m. and maybe 9 p.m. 9 a.m. No. Wait. I think I'm getting that wrong. 10. Between 10 to 1, maybe, in America. So maybe some people will be good morning. I'm good, Chad. I'm good. I've been duped by Hotdogs. Boys, tomorrow oh, boys! I'm going for lunch at the Hard Rock Cafe. You love the Hard Rock Cafe. Then expect the judge. And on Wednesday, I'm gonna have a spa day. Nice. Enjoy the spa day. Giving you so many pounds sounded wrong. No, I didn't mean it like that, Cookie Monster. I just meant like, because sometimes he worries, like he always feels like he needs to give me like super chat stuff, but it's not like Bigo, like it's not like I have a target. I mean, it would be nice, but it's like I don't want you to feel like I don't know how to explain it. It's like, okay, if you have so much, like, fine, go for it. You don't know what to do with it. I will help you with your troubles. Give it to me. But I don't want you to feel like, oh, I really have to. What I'm trying to say is you can just watch the videos. That's already like, that's a lot of help already. Like, because versus Bigo, like you actually have to receive the gifts, because you have a minimum target of what gifts you need to receive. But here it's not like I have a minimum target, like I already reached the minimum target. Like it would just be the views. A lot of high rollers in the city are deeply really. Oh yeah, I've heard that as well, say Levi. Which country are you from? Sana Deb, I live in North London. I grew up in Philippines. I'm half Filipino, half English. What's about you? Where are you from? That's a job I've never wanted. I know, Saylabi. Joy! Good evening, Joy. How are you today? It's 10 for me. 10 a.m. Hello, good evening. Like, then thank you for the like. I'm from India. Nice to meet you, Sana Deb from India. How are you today? You know what I've also recently realized? Okay, so basically there's a lot of different stock stuff. I've been discovering the stock market, right? So this stock market thing that I am exploring is called Trading 212. And it's an app that we use. I don't know if it's available in a lot of other countries, but in the UK, that seems to be a good thing to use. Okay. And then, well, according to sources, that are more experienced than me, I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just exploring it at the moment. So, like, basically, it's like this particular one will have a lot of different categories, right? So like there's different categories within the app. So one of the categories is the stocks ISA, which means that it works kind of like an ISA account, which means that you are not taxed for gains that you get as long as it's within the £20,000 a year target, which is good, right? So now, I was so confused when someone was telling me about, oh, you know what, when you sell this stock, you're gonna get taxed. And I'm like, I remember selling it, but I don't remember getting charged for it. And I'm not sure, like, is there hidden charges that I haven't seen yet, And then when I read about it, it's like, oh, okay, so it's because it's an ISA account that you don't get taxed for the gains that you get, So even if you sell it, because it's still within the £20,000 a year, you don't get taxed for it. So anyway, what I realized, right? What I realized is because sometimes you get this you get in this decision where, do I sell it now when I know that I am already gaining, right? And then buy it again, or do I keep it? And most of the time, for other forms of it, you should keep it because of the tax that they take from you. But if it's an ISA, you don't have that problem. So you can actually play with it more. So now what I'm gonna try to do is actually try to sell and then wait for it to go down and buy it. I mean, I know that that's what you do anyway, but sometimes, if you're gonna get taxed, you try to stick with it, even if it goes fall up and down a little bit, like you just ride with the fluctuation anyway. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but I am very excited. I'm very excited about my new discovery, and I'm very excited about gonna try it, when the stock market's open. I'm so excited for Monday. I'm so excited for Monday when all the stock markets open, because I want to try out my new plan. I'm gonna try out my new plan because I have a few stocks that I want to sell now, and then rebuy it because I know that it's still gonna go up anyway. Rebuy it when I know that it's in the low part at this time. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, say love B. I told you you don't need to. See what I mean? I told you you don't need to. You don't need to. Tim, how are you today? Okay, let me read your comments. Benny. Hey, Kawal Krishan. Hi, it's time. Welcome. Hi, Brian Okindo. So how's your new job going? Hope you're enjoying it a lot. Yes, I am. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm gonna stay there for a few years, at least. I don't know how I'm gonna feel in the future. But I know in my heart that I could stay there for some years, I know that it's gonna be more than 2 years, something like that. Either 3 years or 4 years, I don't know. But then let me see how I feel. The only thing that I'm worried about is because it's all elective, it's gonna be the same thing over and over again. And I'm worried that at some point I'm gonna feel like it's too repetitive. It's like, oh, this again, oh, these cases again, over and over and over again, and there's no surprise, and I tend to get bored easily, but I know that we do change equipment a lot, like you move with the times, you progress, and there's always something new to learn. So maybe I won't, maybe there's like, we'll go move to a different system and then there's something new to learn again. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, this is still exciting, so let's see what happens. I just want to enjoy it while it lasts at the moment. Like and subscribe, you guys. If you don't, I will steal her away from her. Benny, thank you for encouraging people to like and subscribe. In terms of what I've done so far, I visited Costa Ade, I visited my local resort Playa de las Americas, and today I went to Santa Cruz in the north of the island. Nice. Who are you traveling with? Are you on your own? Then expect John. Hi, pretty girl. Hey, Benny. I'm super fine. Hope you hear the same from you. I'm very good, Joy. You're so pretty. Thank you so much, Hannah Deb. I'm glad you think so. How you doing? I got you a Tenerife fridge magnet. Oh, thank you so much. Got Roxy a license date with a map of Tenerife on it. Cool. Oh, really? What did you discover? Did you search all that stuff I told you? No, not yet, Sagar Gupta. I never told you to buy Delta sticks or any other stocks. Too much volatility in the market with the Cheeto in chief. I got a lot of money from that Delta stock. The C'est la vie, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think I made some profit from that Delta stock. Yes, you only get charged if you take it out early too. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't get charged. Oh, you mean for the and actually another thing is you have to wait like 30 days apparently for the other ones. And also the disadvantage though of the stock ISA, okay, I'm gonna tell you the disadvantage of the stock ISA is it's limited. You won't be able to buy and sell, gold, stuff like that. There's a limit to the amount of like to the stocks that you can actually um invest in because I don't know. I don't really know why. Why am I saying because? Like I have a reason for it. All I know is, all I know is, you not everything out there that you can invest in is available there. There's a limit to what you can invest in, but at least you're not taxed. Whatever question is supposed to, you explain it very clearly like a teacher. Hi, it's time. Friday was a public. I really think that an exchange of information is very important. In our life, because it's like you're learning from each other. Friday was a public holiday called Dia de la Canarias, where they celebrate all things Canarian, the culture, the food, the tradition, folk dress. That's super cool. Did you see a lot of people wearing folk dress? 11 is what Kewal Krishan. Hi, Muatas Noah. Hi, Tristane Santana. DJ Charlie. Hi, Georgios. New discovery. Tim, like that, like I think I kind of know it, but like you don't have to get taxed for like buying and selling stock. So like I don't know. There's something that I wanna try, with my stock market. If you attach any emotion to stock, it will go against your direction each time. Really? Why? It's so exciting. $2 won't kill me. Oh, thank you so much, Sailor V. You're so sweet. Thank you for always thinking about that. But I really want you to like detach from that feeling that you need to give me something. Hi, Kiwa Krishan. She's become Warren Buffet. Warren, who is that, Tim? Is it Buffett? Buffett? Buffet? It's not food. You're gonna be like, it's double T. It's not silent. Some people make a fortune in cryptocurrency, others lose money. That's true. In anything, Benny. It doesn't matter. Like whatever you do, even if you start a business, you may gain or lose money. Mm, and even if it's you're just having a job, depending on your spending habits. Hi, Georges Apostolides. How are you today? I guess if you decide to go take an Uber, yeah, every day to work and back, right? Like that's your choice. And you could lose your money if you choose to live that way. Hi, Muatas Noah. How are you today? Good morning, Queen. Hi, DJ Charlie. How are you today? Good morning. No, it's just me solo traveling. Okay, enjoy. We encourage you guys to chat in English. I'm so sorry, Benny. I'm so sorry if I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm really sad that I cannot translate it. I would love, to be able to translate what people are commenting, especially if they don't know how to write in English. You having a good day? Good today? Yes, Christine. What about you? How are you? How's your day? Hi, Osama Sala. How are you? Um, I don't understand what you're saying. Price action works everywhere, whether it's equity, crypto, commodity, gold, or other bullion. Absolutely true. Exchange of knowledge information is important. There is a shortage of gas for air conditioning and refrigeration. So if you can find a company that sells refrigerant gas, you might make some good money. Okay, which country, Tim? Is it here in the UK? If so, it's difficult with crypto market because nowadays it's difficult to stay with crypto. I know, Benny. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people are saying that actually, and a lot of people seem to get faked as well. There's a lot of people who are faking it. Warren is the richest man on earth, owner of Berkshire Hathaway, age of 85 plus. Cool, cool. Yeah, a lot of locals did dress in local attire for Dia de las Canarias and all the hotel stuff. Oh, did you take photos? That would be super cool to see. Got rich in the all-you-can-eat restaurant business. Really? Okay. Oh, or are you? Were you being sarcastic? Were you just making that up? Ah. Global, I think. Global, really? Okay. Okay, let's search that. Have you heard about carbon trading? No, I've never heard of that. What is carbon trading? So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm excited about, Tim. Like I realized that because it's an ISA account, you don't get taxed for the gain. So like even if you buy and sell, it's fine. Like the amount of times you do it doesn't matter basically. So now there's something that I want to experiment on. I'm joking. I knew it. OMG Tins, I gotta say your LV song was amazing. Also makes me wonder if this is your real voice. You had such a wide range of vocals. What? You really like it? Thank you so much, Chad. I really enjoy doing some karaoke. Sometimes I don't know. Are you actually being serious? Are you like? So you have work today? No, I'm off today. I'm off for the next few days actually. So I'll probably be live the next few days. Oh yeah, Tins did an early Elvis song. Yeah, I did. Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti. Oh, Rudy. Tutti Frutti. And we were all offered a shot of banana liquor locally made because of all the banana plantations. Oh, cool. There's a lot of bananas in Philippines. That's why we even have banana ketchup as a product. Do you want to see what banana ketchup looks like? Have you ever heard of banana ketchup? There you go. It's also known as banana sauce. But it's basically made of bananas, but kind of made to be a ketchup alternative. But it doesn't taste sour. It tastes like sweet, salty, and spicy. It's very strange taste for people who has never tried them before. But actually, you can use it a lot for different sauces and cooking. And it will give you like a very different taste. What happens if you lose? Will the government give you a break on your tax? What do you mean? What do you mean, Benny? If you lose the money, why would they give you a break on your tax? It's 11 p.m. in India. What time is it? Maybe I don't understand it, Benny. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand it because there's certain things about it that I don't know yet. So it's 11 p.m. in India. What's there? It is 6:22 in the evening today for me. Banana ketchup. Say what? You've never heard of it before. Tax breaks in the UK. You make a silly little joke. Hi Aditya. How are you today? Hi Casey. Carbon pricing, CO2 pricing system by trading emission units as cap and trade and baseline and credit system is an interesting concept to adjust carbon adjustment. And what are we meant to do with them? Sagar Gupta. What are we meant to do? Oh, I was thinking different color for banana ketchup. Hi Casey. Sweet and salty spicy banana ketchup. So interesting. Yeah. Yeah. It's very interesting. A lot of people there seem to be surprised by it. And you know what, when I was growing up, I never really gotten used to actual tomato ketchup because banana ketchup is so much cheaper in the Philippines. There's a lot of bananas in the Philippines. Everywhere you go, there's banana. So I bet the production of banana ketchup is cheaper, you know. Like probably the tomato ketchup we have to import from somewhere. I'm not sure. Okay, if we have like maybe a local tomato ketchup plantation, but it's cheaper. Banana ketchup is cheaper. So in from my experience growing up, it's not something that we would have in the house. Like if you're from a like a not very posh household, which I wasn't in a posh household, you know. We never had banana ketchup like that. I mean, we never had tomato ketchup as a staple or something, you know. For us, that was expensive. Um, so I've only just really gotten used to banana ketchup. So even until now, I would only probably use tomato ketchup if I don't know if I'm making burgers, you know, as like a sauce, just as a sauce for like making burgers or for cooking, for making sauces. But like to dip on it, that's not something that I would do. Like even you know, a lot of people will dip their fries in their ketchup. Ugh, that's disgusting for me. Like I've never really gotten used to that tomato ketchup. I will dip a lot of stuff on my banana ketchup though. You know, so spring rolls, I will dip my banana ketchup in there. I mean, I will dip my spring rolls in banana ketchup. Um, what else? A lot of different Filipino dishes I will dip in banana ketchup. Um, yeah, and like probably if I go to McDonald's, you know, then um, I will get to eat or taste tomato ketchup. But some of the people who are richer, you know, more posh, they will have tomato ketchup in their household. You do trading, and if they gain, they charge you. But if you lose, oh no, it's like of course not. They're not gonna charge you, Benny. If they're probably be charging the one who gains anything. You know, so if you lose, did anyone else gain something? I don't know. They probably gain. I mean, they probably get the money from there. If they got banana plantations and they've grown not just for bananas to be sold locally and internationally, but also to make banana liquor. Okay. George Harrison was so fed up with 90% tax bracket he wrote the song Taxman. Really? Really? The carbon tax credit seemed like a huge scam. Have you heard of it, Tim? They should give you a tax break that would be only fair. But what are you getting at what from which tax though? Are you gonna get a break from, Benny? Tax from what? Because we have a lot of different taxes that we pay. And it seems so random that, oh, you lost something, which you risked yourself, you know, and then you just decided that, oh, you know what, I need to have some break from tax because I lost some. I don't think that's going to happen, Benny. Benny, you know what is stocks? I don't think. He does. I think he knows Cookie Monster. I think it was just trying to, like, say something along the lines of, right? Um, something to give back to you, you know, like to be fair, something like that. Oh, you get this from me when this happens. Why don't you get, you know, something like why don't we get something when this happens? Something like that. I think that's what he's trying to say. What do you do for a living? I'm a nurse in the operating room, Casey. What about you? What do you do for a living? Hi, El Gecko. Hi, Huey. How are you today? I remember a story about some Romanian making millions on a carbon tax. Really? And then? What happened? Omar, tell us more about what you seem to know more about it. And cactus plantations to make aloe vera. Oh, I like aloe vera. There is index for carbon trading. Hi, Yui. And have you meddled with carbon trading? Before the pandemic, the Philippines were rumored to be the next Asian tiger. Then came COVID. What does that mean, Asian tiger? Hola, hola, señorita bonita. Warm greetings from New York City. Hey, Al Gecko, I remember you. How are you today? How's New York City today? What's it taste like for banana ketchup? It's, you should go to an Asian store and try it. It's a little bit salty, a little bit, I guess it's a mix of all flavors. A little bit sweet, spicy, and I guess salty. I don't know, try it. You have to try it. That is brokerage charge, STT, security transaction charge applies whether you gain or not, applies in every trade. Oh, okay. Okay. I've never seen that yet though. But are you talking about, Sagar Gupta, are you talking about a normal trade? Because what I've been saying all this time, Sagar Gupta, is this the ISA version. So the ISA version, you are not taxed for gains because it's an ISA account. Do you get what I'm saying? As long as you go, like, you have a limit to what you can invest, only up to 20,000. And also there's a limit to what you can invest on. Not everything in the whole wide world you can invest on. There's only certain products, certain companies, it's limited to all those products and companies that you can invest on. So as far as I know, you are not taxed for any gains. If you want, you can search it. ISA stock or stock ISA. When the sticks go down and tie up losing when you get a break. You got that right, Tina. Hey, Tintin. Hey, F55. How are you today? Hi, Krishna. How are you today? The Asian tigers are the Asian countries that have been economically powerful. Okay, Korea was burned, now they're rich. What? For kids and their health. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But I think they have a lot of influence nowadays. They've had a lot of really interesting media, uh, like artists, like the K-pop that has been really popular, and then the K-drama, like the whole world knows about the Koreans, at the moment. So, I mean, I'm sad that I didn't know that that's happening right now. Is it more than usual? Yeah, they got loads of cactus plantations deep in the valleys, as Tenerife has a lot of deep valleys where they can be grown and make aloe vera from it. Does it have to be in a valley, or is it just where they managed to do it there? Hi, Krishna. How are you today? What they put kids through? Oh, really? What did they do to them? But they're gonna put the ISA limit down apparently now. How much is it gonna be now? Because it's not gonna be 20,000 anymore. They're gonna put it down. So if you can, put as much as you can there now before they put it down. Getting your point, when you buy for delivery or long term, they won't charge for any, but when you sell it, charge a nominal fees, and the amount you gain becomes. So, Sagar Gupta, no. Search ISA. Stock ISA. Search it. Did you search it? They have to study 16 hours a day. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, Say La Vie. But I think we did that as well in the Philippines. It's like normal. Yeah. It's like we start our school from a young age. We have to be in school by like 7:30. 7 o'clock. we're we're already on the way to school. And 7:30 we're lining up outside, doing the national anthem. And then we don't finish until like 4:30 or 5. You need to fill income tax return once a year. But Sagar Gupta, what I'm trying to say is it's an ISA. Did you search what an ISA is? What an ISA stock is? Because it is meant to be non-taxed for the gains. You know about Korea, don't pretend you don't. No, I don't know. I really don't. They grown them in the valley as is right conditions for them to be planted as it's perfect in the subtropical climate they got here. Okay, stock ISA. Is it right? Yes, stock ISA. There you go. Search it and you will see. Hi, Isha. Cho cho cho. How are you today? Hey, G. Long time no see. How have you been, G? What are you doing today? Yes, it's been a while. What's new? What's new with you, G? I've just been editing a video today. I've been editing videos. I watched a film with my dad. We watched Death in at a Funeral, the English version. You know, there's two versions. There's an American version and English version. We watched the English version of it. It's pretty funny. Yeah. But I've seen it before, but he was so excited to show me. So I'm like, yeah, you don't mind watching it again. Where have all the comments gone? I don't know. Where have all the comments gone? That's not 30 seconds. I shouldn't be copyrighted. Um, were there comments that I didn't see? I'm about to go to my friend's house soon. Me and a few of my other friends from church meet up on Sundays and play music together. Oh, that's super cool. What instrument do you play, G? Hey, 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 Alpha Wolf. How are you today? Step it up, peeps. I also went to the beach a few weeks ago, which was fun. Who did you go with? With Kevin Hart. The comments gone with Kevin Hart. Alpha Wolf. Hi, Icha. Cha cha cha. What? That's what I told. Then I went to the Tuk Tuk tour last year. That's what I was told. Oh, right. They gave you like a whole spiel. Oh yeah, and you know what I've been watching? Um, Matt Rife. He's very good. Death at a Funeral with Kevin Hart. Oh, the American version. I haven't seen the American version. Alpha Wolf. Have you seen the English version? There's a British version and an American version. So Kevin Hart is in the American version. Interesting. Maybe I should see the American version. I play the guitar and the harmonica. I usually play the guitar with them though because I'm not as good at the harmonica. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, jamming sessions. Jamming session is always fun, you know. Like especially if you have enough time for it. Like, you know, when I was younger, I used to love having jamming sessions, you know, one person with the guitar and you kind of just sing along to any of the songs that they come up with. Or like sometimes you get guitarists that, you know, you can just request songs and they can just strum their guitar and, you know, to any song. Like they can just come up with any chords for any song. Um, oh, the hot dogs fooled you. Yeah. The hot dogs fooled me, Cookie Monster. Do you want me to tell you how? Oh wow, I searched it. You are right. No income tax and no capital gains tax in ISA account is amazing facility in UK to invest. See, I told you, Sagar Gupta. I've been trying to tell you. So if you're in the UK, you should try it, you know? I told you. That's why everyone keeps telling me like you get taxed and I'm like, I don't get taxed. I swear I don't. And then I keep trying to look at like my history, you know, of transactions and I'm like, they didn't take anything from me. And and then I searched it and I'm like, see, I knew I shouldn't, I'm not gonna get taxed because it's an ISA. That's what an ISA is. You're not taxed for it, for any gain. Um, hey, Kevin Hart, put money in to invest with Bitcoin. Really? Did you do that? Did you do that, guy? Are you doing that right now? What are you going to eat today? I have a lot of leftovers, Cookie Monster, because we had a barbecue. Oh, I went to visit my brother yesterday. We went to Cambridge. Our whole family. We went to see the baby. And then we had a barbecue with my brother. But then there's a lot of leftovers. And my brother's like, oh, just throw it away. I can't take it in my heart to throw stuff away. I don't know why, okay, but it's like, so now I have a bunch of vegetables because there was someone who was vegan. So my brother prepared a whole bunch of stuff for the vegan friend so that he doesn't feel left out, right? So now I have a bunch of vegetables that I didn't want to throw away. Vegan pasta, everything is vegan. Vegetables, vegan pasta. There's vegan barbecue. Look, like how am I gonna finish all of this? Because the kids are not even here. My kids are with their dad, you know? Like, so now it's my kids' turn to be with their dad. So like, look, there's, oh, sorry, that, some of it okay, there you go. You know, barbecue vegetables. Barbecue veg, and look how much I have of it. So I'm like, you know what, maybe this will be good for me. Hopefully I will get skinny after trying to finish all of these vegetables. And then so anyway, you know, I think like every time I get hungry, so then there you go, there's still some of the hot dogs, some corn, you know, barbecued corn. So my plan is I'm just gonna eat these things. Oh, and some rice cake. This is a rice cake, you know, with like a sweet top. Coconut caramelized coconut something on top. And then so there you go. You see, I have so much food. I have plenty of food and I'm by myself at the moment. So I think my plan is just to try to finish that until, well, I have to cook for when I start going back to work again, you know, and my work days are like long days and I have to bring a lot of food. And you know what I ate, Cookie Monster? I had porridge for breakfast. Porridge and grapes for breakfast. Milky porridge. So my milk is the protein, porridge is the carbohydrates. And then I had some grapes as fruit, you know, so I have some minerals, vitamins in my life. And then for lunch, I had some leftover chicken and fries, which I'm just trying to finish it, you know. And then because I felt like that was unhealthy because it's all like fried, I decided to boil some veg. So this is actually some leftover. So, so I'm like, so that I don't feel like I'm so unhealthy, I ate some veg with it. And then at some point, I ate some ice cream and then I ate some of the veg again, you know. So I'm really trying to be healthy. Even if I'm like, when I eat the unhealthy stuff, I try to counteract with the healthy stuff. What about you, Cookie Monster? What did you eat today? And you know what? I'm gonna do your request. I'm gonna do the OnlyPans on Tuesday. Okay. So I'm gonna do the spring roll. You know, the Filipino spring roll, and I think it will be a good idea to have that on there. You know, so that when the kids get older, they will have they will have a way of finding out how I make my spring roll if they ever miss it. Because that's what I feel, you know, for my parents or my mom, you know, who's already passed away. You always feel like you miss what they cook for you, you know, and sometimes it's so hard to copy it. Like you try, but then it's like I just really can't get what did she do, you know. So I think it would be a good idea for me to, you know, if I'm ever gonna do our OnlyPants video for you, think about the things that they like and then leave it in there so then they can just search in the future tin spans and then the name of the dish and then they can find it. Um, and I went to the beach with my family. There were like 50 people in one house. 50 people? Really? But that sounds like a lot of fun actually. I miss that. You know what? I really want to be able to experience that again. You know, like all your family in one house. That would be super cool. Super cool. I would love that. Yeah, I have. I know there's loads of deep valleys. Remember last year, 18-year-old. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I've seen that in a recent video. Need to relocate there. I think no for such facilities here. A government. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sagar Gupta. Hopefully, in time, sometimes different countries kind of get ideas from each other. Sometimes it's not because they're trying to be cruel. It's not like your government is trying to be cruel to you. Sometimes it's just like nobody has done it yet. Like I think um one person will have a good idea, and try to make it happen, but then it's just available in this country first because they manage, from that idea you have to think about how do you manage the rules around it, the law, you have to try to figure out how do we do this, and then when they actually manage to do that, it takes how many years, and then after you do that, other countries start to copy it, and then but then it takes time, it will take time for them to copy it, but hopefully, hopefully at some point maybe it will be available there. I think we copy from each other. We exchange ideas. Oh, lots of fun. Wasting food is criminal. Vegan pasta. Death at a Funeral. The 2010 one with Chris Rock, Tracy Morgan, Danny Glover. Okay, okay, Alpha Wolf. Have you seen the British version? Alpha Wolf, you are already skinny. No. I know that we have our, you have your own like goal for yourself, like what do you want? And I have as well. Um I'm alright. I don't feel like I'm bad, like terrible, but like there's a certain goal for me that I want, for myself. And there's no way I wouldn't eat. I will always make sure that I eat. That's one thing that I want in my life. So whatever happens, like I'd rather work out more or like do more work than not eat. That's how I cope with it. Like so I try my best not to be lazy. So I put it in my head, if there's more work to do, go and do it. Even at work, if somebody feels lazy to do something, for me I'd be like, you know what, that's gonna help you lose weight, go and do it. you know so it's like, if you try to put in your head that, don't be lazy, and then you go and do stuff, and like not think about it, like always put in your head that the more stuff you do, the more work you do at work, the more, well, you know the more skills you develop as well, but also the more weight you lose, the more weight you lose every time you think about that. And then um hello.
Hi.
I am live. You want to say hi? Hi.
These might fit you.
And then anyway, um what's I gonna say? I'm gonna let them have the living room. Get your tits out. That's not happening, Ben. You got the wrong live. Go and watch somebody else. Why your teeth so wonky? Because that's how I was born. Why? Your teeth needs. I don't really want my teeth straightening. Why does it bother you so much? Why are you so controlling, Ben? Huh? Why did you come here and tell me what to do? Hi, Mechatronica. How are you today? You have control issues. Um, Lol, you're gonna turn into a vegetable if you eat all those. I know, right? You don't do bank shifts anymore. You've cut back on long hours. No, I have long hours. C'est la vie. Like my hours are longer now, but then I have more days off. Eat your veggies. Does Forever Chemical comes in plastic boxes? I don't know what Forever Chemical is, Sagar Gupta. Eat your veggies since you're not getting up from the table until you. I am very good with eating veg. You are doing OF the correct way. What do you mean F55? You crazy. I am Mechatronica. The US, they have trillions to spend on weapons, but let people. Oh. They are so paranoid about getting them being the most powerful. I'm sorry to hear that, say la vie, that you're not really very happy about what's happening there. A lot of people actually say that they're not very happy. Oh, who are they? Your cousins or friends? Friends, my dad's friends. Is it a party in the house? No, my dad. So these are my dad's ex girlfriends, siblings, brother and sister. They went out to eat. I think her teeth gives her a very good personality and feature. Thank you, F55. It's cute. She looks like a crackhead. I don't believe that, Ben. You sound like one, maybe. Went for lunch in the capital and had gambas pilpil, roughly translate as prawn in a hot garlic and chili oil and a pizza. All right, cheers. Hi, Erdink. How are you today? Hi, Christine. How are you, Miss World? Said hi. I'm good. I'm just having a restful day. What about you? How are you today? Yeah, so basically, I've been watching Matt Rife. So I've seen one video of his before, and I remembered I liked when he was dissing one of the disabled people because you know how some people can feel like they treat them differently because they're afraid of, you know, offending, somebody. But then, if you're a comedian, you offend everybody. You diss them, you make fun of them. And then, if you avoid them, that is like you're treating them different from everyone else, right? And then he does, he disses them like everyone else, which I think actually is more inclusive, This actually including them. And they love it, the response from them is very good. And they actually had a very good time getting dissed, you know? And I actually really liked it. The way he delivers it is really not nobody like probably there would be one person out there, who would just try to find something negative and say, "Oh, he's, you know, he's being offensive." But like I think the general public view of it um is like, "Oh my gosh, he delivers it very well." It's very not really offensive at all. And then I saw this like old woman who got scammed by someone who's pretending to be him. Have you seen that? I saw that video here on YouTube. It's always been this way in America. Oh, for 15 years. The best days are behind. Well, c'est la vie. Oh. There's somebody I know that went there and he said it was so different from the last time he went. He said like he barely recognizes it. I'm sana operasyon. You're gonna have an operation? For what, Erdink? Hilarious. Lol, gotta watch his stand-up his special about his grandpa. Really? So I started following him actually. I started following him on YouTube. I started following him and you know what? There's a lot of people who ask me like, who do you watch? Here and whatever. And I know that what to say. I'm gonna say Matt Rife is who I watch. He is really funny. There's one that he was saying. So, and you know what I like about him? It's impromptu, you know? And I could relate to it because that's kind of how my life is. It's like I can relate to it because it depends on what comment I get on my live, what we talk about, right? And he's exactly the same thing. It depends who his audience is and what they say to him, what jokes he come up with. And that's really cool, right? And then like he would just ask the people question. He would notice somebody from the crowd and ask them questions, and that's where he rolls his jokes from, And he's so like fast, like thinks really fast. And like there was this one time when he was asking this girl like, "Oh, what do you want to be? What are you studying?" And she was like nursing, and he was like, "I'm not so sure if you're Filipino enough for that." I found that so hilarious because I'm Filipino. And I'm a nurse. Ah. Hi, David Noble. I'm in your operation. Really? What operation are you having? Erding, good luck. I hope everything goes well. Are you okay? Are you nervous? Ranger Operation said hi. Hi, Erding. I want to watch him in real life. That's what I want. Now I decided that someday when he comes back here in the UK, or I don't know, maybe if I'm traveling somewhere where he is, then maybe I can go and watch him there. You know? Let's see. That would be super cool. I always eat local cuisine tins. And you know what, as well? I noticed that even if he disses you, he has a way of making you not feel bad about yourself. You know, he has a way of saying things to pick you up and not, I don't know how to explain it. Like, still make you feel good about yourself anyway. You know, that's magic. I think that's magic. And that's why everyone has a feel good feeling about him. Keep the good comments clean or you get timed out or hidden. Yeah, it's on his YouTube full stand up. Lol. Right. You watch him because he's funny. Where are you from, David Noble? Am I saying your name right? Man, I'm off the next 2 days. I've been having insane shifts lately too. Really? What were your shifts like? Like F55. What do you do, F55? He's better in person from what I've heard. Really? Yeah, I bet. Oh my god, and he's so interactive. Like there's this one time he started video calling. This woman gave him her phone to show him a photo of her daughter. You know, like already trying to like, yeah, if you end up with my daughter, I'd be happy. Well, to be fair, you know what? If my daughter ends up with him, I think she will be in good hands. Because it seems like he's actually a real. I don't know. From observing him, the way he talks, the way he behaves, the way he treats people, I think that he's a good. You know, he would be a good person. I think that he would treat my daughter well. So I could understand this mom. You know, this mom was trying to set her daughter up with him, and I was thinking, my daughter, if she ever really ends up with him, I would be okay with that. You know, that would be good. That would be cool. Anyway, so um so like he ended up like so this woman gave him like her phone, right? And she's on Insta, like, and her daughter is there, and like she's checking out her daughter, and he's like, oh, she's hot, whatever, you know. And then, you know, jokes rolling from there. And then um and then he started to go through her other stuff on her phone. He started to go into images. You know, he's like, ooh, let me go somewhere else. I'm gonna get out of your Insta and go and check out your messages. I mean your photos. You know, and she was like, no, no, don't go there. And he was like, oh, what are you hiding? If you tell me, I won't go look at it. And so she started telling him, you know, and then anyway, he dropped that and he was like, okay, I'm just gonna go through your messages now, you know. And it's actually very interesting. He's very good at making it interesting because me watching that, I was actually like, yeah, what's in her messages? You know, like I started to feel that way. I'm like, yeah, tell us. And then he ended up doing a video call with her daughter, you know, on stage. What the hell? You know, and that's part of his comedy act. I think that's really out of this world interactive, you know? Hi, Miro Slaw. How are you today? Hey, Claire Blunt. Welcome back. Hi, Bernardo. Remember when America was great? Like they built all of the nursing schools in Philippines. America has great ideas. It's only, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Say lovey. I love you, my princess. Thank you so much, Erdink. I don't understand that Miroslav. Anyways, I gotta go and change head for dinner. Enjoy the unexpected John. Have a good rest of your day. Lol, the milk and the cookies. Yes! That's the one! How did you know? How did you know? I have seen that one. I'm also a nurse 70% and sell electronics and stuff on the rest of the time I've got available. Oh, cool. We're the same. I'm a nurse most of the time, but I do social media on the side. Hi, Claire Blunt. How are you today? I'll be at the ICU. I'm a good person since Roxy knows I treat her well despite I tease her now and then. Sometimes I shift to medicinal supervision as well. What does that mean, medicinal supervision? Hola, amor. Hi, Bernardo. I've been in your lives before. I remember you, Claire Blunt. How you doing? I'm good. Just having a restful day. What about you? How are you today? Do you sneak and check your mother's phone? No, I don't like that. Because I follow too. Oh. Um, I don't know, Sailor V. There's a part of me that feels like maybe I should, because a lot of other parents would say you should know what's going on, whatever. But I feel like I'm ruining the trust, if I do that. Like I don't like that. I don't like sneaking around. I'd rather give you the opportunity to be honest, I'd rather give you the opportunity to have responsibility. Like I don't have to force um it on you. You know? I don't like that. I never really like that. I don't like sneaking around like, "Ooh, I have to catch you." And I feel like sometimes when you do that, you're actually pushing the person to be not trustworthy, you know? It's like you already assume that they're not trustworthy. You already kind of, I don't know, that's how I feel anyway. It's like you're already treating them like they're not trustworthy. So maybe it's like if there's anything that you will develop, it's you're gonna develop them into that. It's like you're going to, what do people call it? When you make something become a reality? A lot of, there's a word that everyone uses. What is it? When you materialize something? What is it? What's the term? It's tip of my tongue. Yes, I know America isn't all bad, can be still fun. We get millions of tourists. We must be doing something right. Yeah, yeah. Bye everyone. Bye guys, picture. I'm on holiday right now. Where are you? Where are you on holiday? Same here for another 5 days. Enjoy, but if you're a reason for concern, you would head on confront them, huh? But if you see, yeah, yeah, yeah. And like, sometimes I guess some things don't make sense, and like sometimes probably you would feel that something is doesn't feel right because it doesn't make sense, and maybe that's when you would be like, doesn't add up to me, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? I get that, but if like you don't even feel that way, you're already assuming it, like nothing happened, nothing weird happened, but you're just like, ooh, let me just check if they're being real, let me just check. I don't like that. Creating a rebellion in a teenager. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, there's another one. Speaking to existence or manifesting! That's the term! That's what I was looking for. Manifest. There you go. It's like you're manifesting it into reality, you know? But I feel like if you treat them like, you're a trustworthy person, then they will grow into a trustworthy person. That's what I think. Hi, honey. Hi, Alia. Hi, Milia. Ah, Turkey. Nice. How long are you there for, Claire Blunt? Hey, Amelia. Welcome. Hi, honey. What's up, Alia? Not really, Alia. I think everyone likes doing that because we need to do that. But, I'm not going to eat it. Right. Like if you had to, but instead. What? Chad! How are you? I'm good, honey. How are you today? Hey, girl. Enjoy. I'm on vacation Tenerife. Only recently came back from Mayaga about 3 weeks ago. They would probably be more open with you too. Yeah, I guess so. I think they are pretty open. Yeah, they are pretty open. I don't think there's, but I know that there will always be that barrier. You will always have that things that you might feel shy, to tell your parents about. Hi, Mayanti Enzo. 4 days. Why are you crying? You still have 4 days. Enjoy it, Claire Blunt. Are you crying because, oh, it's only 4 days and I'm gonna be back to reality? I'll make you, but I don't want to do that, Alia. You can do that if you want, but then I wouldn't recommend that because it's not healthy for you. You'll probably get sick. You're getting more beautiful every time I see you. Hmm. Thank you, honey. I'm glad you think so. From Italy with love. Hi, Mayanti Enzo from Italy. Hello, beautiful girl. Hi, Pedro Ferreira. How are you today? I'm from Portugal. Nice to meet you, Pedro Ferreira from Portugal. Mm, how old are you? I'm 39, Pedro. What about you? How old are you? You'll see, Alia. You'll see. When you send out a lot of those negative signals out there, even if it's a tiny little bit, it comes back. I don't know. Alia, you'll see. You'll see. Watch. And and it goes with the good things. And I don't know, I've been noticing that more and more recently. Have you noticed it? Like, the more that you try, if you stop yourself from doing all the negative things, like try to keep that out of your life, right? The amount of positive things that you attract is amazing. Try it, oh my gosh, and observe it around you. Like, watch what's happening around you. Watch all those people who are doing this and that and whatever, and see how there's so many little things that could just change like that. One after another, even though you get away with it, even if you don't get caught. Like, there's people that, okay, they do these things, right? That they know is bad. They're taking advantage of somebody, whatever. And then all of a sudden, one thing after another, some things happen, like, oh, now they have to pay for, somebody steals something from them, now they have to pay for this. And then later on, oh, they start getting sick with something, now they have to pay for whatever. And all the money that they have managed to, get from, taking advantage of somebody, just all goes away anyway. It's like nothing happened in the first place, and then you're back to square one, and even worse, you're back to negative. So I don't know about you, but I think I'm gonna go for the positive side. It's the karma. Exactly, Alia. You'll see. You watch it, yeah, and then you'll see. Hi, Reflection. How are you today? So when do the driving lessons? Oh, I've been practicing. I mean, I've been learning it on my phone, the app. The driving lessons is gonna be in August, but this test that I'm taking now is gonna be on the 21st, 23rd of June. So it's gonna be soon. But it's only theory first. So that's what I'm studying for. So little by little I've been doing, learning, um practicing the test on my phone. And then after that, hopefully I pass the theory. And then after I pass the theory, then I will have to do the practicals. But I have scheduled the practicals because I need to schedule my time off. I need to schedule, book the actual driving lessons, which is I've booked a crash course for that. Doesn't your surgeon want to see your head? My surgeon? Probably. Some of them, you mean? Like, they want to see me dead or something? Probably, Alia. Since I've not asked you this, but do you like crumpets with butter? Oh, yeah. I've had crumpets before, guy. I do like them with butter and jam. What about you? At last, they have invented medication for. Oh my gosh. Reflection! I have heard of that before. Wait a minute. There's. Oh, it's spelled a different way. Karma like. Hello, hello. Hey, funny and insightful. How are you today? You make me laugh. Well, I'm a sit down comedian. I'm trying to be quieter, hardest thing in the world. Oh my gosh. What do you mean, Chad? What's wrong with being loud? A crash course, odd way of putting it. I know, but that's what they call it here, a crash course. I'm sure you're craving for new shoes. Not really. Oh, maybe the trainers, but I don't really particularly need it right now, you know? And there's so much stuff. Like, I'm not, I don't really like having too much stuff because it's like, how will you even remember to wear them all? Sometimes you even forget that they exist. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'd rather just, after I get the most of this one, and then I'll get something else. It's like, make the most out of this one first. I love crumpets with butter, marmite, and a piece of bacon on top. Ooh, I'm starting to get hungry. I haven't had dinner. Maybe I should go and eat. My loads of veg left over. Hi, G. You'll be circling Piccadilly Square at this time next year. I wouldn't even go there. I'm scared. Why? Why are you scared of me driving? I can't imagine it, to be honest. Like, sometimes I still have the flight or fight response. I still have thoughts of, are you sure you want to drive? Because I really cannot imagine myself driving. Like, I have driven, like, in lessons before. But, like, it's still unbelievable for me. It's still unimaginable for me. Because, it's not something normal for me yet. Even at this age. So there's still thoughts where I would think like, are you sure that it's not something that maybe you are not made for? Are you sure that the world will be okay with you driving in it? Are the people gonna be safe? Are you sure? But there's a part of me that's like, what? It's kind of like the equipment that we have at work. You learn it, a new system that we learn, because we learn a lot of different systems in orthopedics, especially, so then it's like, yeah, and then you learn this new company, this new system, and then you get used to it, and then, this is how you use it. And I'm thinking maybe it's kind of like that, hi, ATT. So sometimes I try to psych myself into thinking that, well, it's kind of like that. You just learn it. It's something, something that you will just get used to. And then now you're going to use this new equipment, which is the car, which we use a lot of different equipment at work. And we learn about a lot of different equipment at work, microscopes, everything. Like, what's a car compared to microscopes? And the orthopedic stuff that we use. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, that's my way of convincing myself. But then there's also another part of me that will be like, maybe you just need to get a driver. or maybe or maybe how much would a driver cost? Like, I don't know. Maybe you don't need a driver all the time. Maybe you can have a driver sometimes. Or maybe you can just Uber it. Are you sure you need a car? I don't know, but then a lot of people do say that you have a lot of freedom. You get a lot of freedom, and fine, I want to experience it. I'm gonna try. Okay. So my plan is, my conclusion, okay, with my fight with myself, with my arguments with myself, is that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to get a license. I'm gonna do the lessons, do the driving lessons, do the test, do the practical test. And after a few attempts that, if I keep failing, then maybe that's when I should start considering that maybe it's not for you. Maybe you have to consider a different option. Maybe you have to consider having a driver. Or just taking Uber. Hi, ATT. How are you today? I've been doing well. How are you, teens? How are the kids? The kids are back to their dad. So they're with their dad right now. We went out yesterday. We went to visit my brother and went to Cambridge. We had a barbecue, visited the baby. We had a, whole day. And we were playing Cards Against Humanities, taking care of the baby, taking turns, taking care of the baby, eating. Because I sell my shoes. Oh, really? Why do you sell your shoes? Hi, G. Lol, I'm hungry too. Thinking about a cheeseburger today. Ooh, burger. I should have burgers. No, but then, I want the whole shebang. You know, I want tomatoes and lettuce, and I don't have that yet. I ordered some, and it's arriving on Tuesday. So Tuesday is probably when I'm gonna have to do burgers. You don't want my shoes? Not really. I don't think it will fit me, Alia. I'm very small. My shoe size is very small. Hi, ATT. How are you today? You have very right to drive, even though you're beginning late. But one of the advantages of beginning late is apparently when you reach a certain age, your insurance is cheaper. I'm sure you want my Jordan. My feet are tiny, Alia. I'm small, like I'm super tiny. So the hi Omg, I'm good to Jade. How are you today? Microscopes really don't kill people. Oh, that's true. The instruments that that's true. Ooh, I've done some life saving stuff. We save babies all the time. Say la vie. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that's the plan. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best and then consider other options after I have exhausted all the resources. Because I really want to travel soon. You know, I really, really, really want to travel soon. Also, the maturity level you will have at this age. Yeah, and you know what? Actually, one of the things that um I notice about myself is I have more situational awareness now than I was younger. You know, and some of it comes from the experience I have at work, you know, with the type of job, you know, that I have, which you know, you have to be aware of what's happening around you. Um and it's also connected to being safe, you know, and life saving because you need to know what the people are doing so that you know um how you would position yourself, you know, to be part of the team to make a safer environment for the patient. You know what I mean? Anyway, I gotta go. I will see you tomorrow though. I'll be back like the next few days because I'm gonna be off for the next few days. So I think we can do the um spring roll live tomorrow. I don't know what time though. Um, hmm, because what about the people in America? Everyone seems to like the 6 p.m. And we're already on 6 p.m. Maybe we should do 6 p.m. the next few days. Okay, let's do 6 p.m. the next few days. So let's do 6 p.m. Only pants, yeah, as requested by the Cookie Monster, Omar Moran. We're gonna do only pants, spring roll, Filipino style, yeah, lumpiang Shanghai for tomorrow. Hi, Kumar Satish. Hello, how are you doing? How's your day? Nice to see you, gorgeous nurse. Hi, Kumar Satish. I'm good. How are you today? I've been okay. Yeah, just a restful day. I'm just chilling, just sorting out my room, changing bed sheets, doing laundry, you know, watching films, working out. I did work out today. What about you? How was your day, Kumar? Have doctors ever cut out scalpel being handed to them by nurses? Actually, we have a way of handing it to them so that they don't get cut. We put it in a kidney dish. I don't know if you know what a kidney dish is, but it's like a bowl that is shaped like this, like this. Maybe someday I will post a photo of a kidney dish so that you know what I mean. But it's I guess maybe the name comes from maybe it used to be maybe it was used in the past to put your kidneys in. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's why it's called a kidney dish. But anyway, it's like shaped like this, shaped like a kidney, and it's like a bowl. And we use it a lot for operations. And it's like at the over the years, I think it used to be metal, but now it's become plastic. So we have plastic disposable kidney dishes now. And that's really common. We always have that every time we have an operation. And that's what we use now to, if I want to pass something sharp to you, that's where I will put it. So it's you put the sharp in there. So like the surgeon should just take it from the kidney dish. Anything sharp, sutures, needles, anything sharp. Yeah, you pass it through a kidney dish. Anyway, that's the correct practice anyway. And I can't promise that every single person will do the correct practice. Like different people will have different experiences, and if you think about statistics, most probably someone out there will probably do that. Someone out there will probably be like, forget about, will forget to do the kidney dish business. Anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. BST for the OnlyFans Live. Hey, Soul Reaper, play some music and nothing entertaining. So why are you here? You keep coming back here anyway, Soul Reaper, and I am not gonna play a song. I'm already going. Goodbye. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye, Kumar. Bye, Hilistar. Hilistar, you're here. I'm sorry, I'm going. Bye, hi, and goodbye. Bye, just have a wonderful day. Yay, my time, I'm awake. Bye, Chad. Have doctors. Bye, Sailavi. Bye, Kumar Satish. Bye, Subhajit. Bye, Omji. Bye, Alia. Bye, ATT. Fun and insightful if you're still there. Goodbye. Omji, goodbye. I don't really know who else is there. Reflection, goodbye. Haney. Pedro Ferreira. I don't know who else is there. Claire Blunt, if you're still there, goodbye. Hey, Gautam. Hi and goodbye. Play some of that real. No, I don't want to play anything, Soul Reaper. What's wrong with you? You come into the live, try to insult the person, and then you demand stuff like, does your mom know this about you? Is that what your mama taught you? Huh? I command you to stay. Command! Wow. Interesting. Bye, Gautam. Good night, Madam G. Bye, Amji. Who's your three favorite rappers of all time? Secret. Bye, everyone. See you.